A's Extra.
We're back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Chatham takes on Harwich at 5:30 today at White House Field. Joe Puccio here, and it's time for the Manager Show with Chatham skipper Tom Holliday. Tom, this is arguably the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, we'll say the same thing tomorrow, and it's kind of weird. It's going to come right down to the last game of the season, even though we do have to win one of the next two, tonight or tomorrow, to make that happen. Be kind of cool to make the last game make a difference. It just keeps our guys on their toes all summer.
Before we talk about today's game, I just want to throw the name Ben Hampton to you. What do you think about him?
Well, I noticed that they don't have a Pitcher of the Year award in this league at the end, because I would say Ben Hampton was the Pitcher of the Year in the Cape, and what he did yesterday was like the ultimate team thing, and I think the 29 other guys that are here understand what he did yesterday. I know our pitching staff did. And so to come down to 3 games and what he did gave us 4 arms for tonight and puts us in line for the next 2 games with our starters. He could pitch for me anywhere, anytime.
What were you thinking throughout the game when Hampton got to the 6th or 7th?
That pace of that game was incredible last night. And normally when you keep a pace like that, I mean, their guy was shoving. And, it's like neither team could hit anything on the screws. You just kind of hope that when you have to make that one call to take him out, that you have somebody ready. Because we're trying not to waste an arm. And I didn't want to have Brian Holliday up from the 6th inning on and just waiting to see when I have to put him in. Then he's not fresh tonight. So Benny kept our bullpen quiet, and he did the whole thing. I mean, he put us in line to win.
Is the plan to have 4 pitchers? Was that the plan before the game yesterday, or is that just a result of Hampton's performance?
Well, you'd like to have 4, because if we get into one of those games today where we fall out early, you let every guy work a couple. You're only going to play 8, if you're losing when you're on the road. And like I told you, the most embarrassing thing that we were trying to avoid was not having anybody for the last game of the year. And that was taken care of by Ben. So we'll have Kimball tomorrow and Stevenson in the last game. And those 2 guys have been 4 or 5 inning, magic guys too. So pitching's not our problem. Boy, we can't score a run. And it's been like a little bit of deja vu back to week 1 and maybe week 2. But, hey, you pitch and you play defense. Maybe something happens. I mean, we got 1 hit last night. It left the yard. We get a tie. Everybody seemed to be happy. I mean, I'm still having a hard time swallowing that feeling that a tie makes people happy.
So what would you call yesterday's offensive performance?
Ugly. Now, those 2 guys yesterday for Bourne, they threw it up there pretty good. Both of them had good stuff. And, I mean, I compliment those guys. But we're 40 games in. And, okay, so you got all the BP in the world, right? If you really truly want to hit fastballs, we got a lot of fastballs thrown at us last night. We didn't hit them very good. So do you want to hit breaking balls? Well, we don't hit breaking balls very good. But we got enough fastballs thrown at us last night to score 1 run with 1 hit. Boy, that's not good. I mean, that was the most energyless offensive performance that we've had. There's no reason for that early. Early on, it was like getting ready for the bats. Just getting ready to play, and new guys, new lineups. Last night we got it ran pretty hard, but Benny matched him, and I mean, both those kids they ran last night out there, they're both going to be good college pitchers next year for Miami and Vanderbilt. But boy, West Virginia's got a pretty special dude.
So today you have LeBaron Johnson starting on the mound, but what's the plan after that?
Hey, give me 2, and if you can go 3, we'll take it. And then we got 4 other arms behind him, and I'd like it to be, a handoff from the Baron to Carlos Ray to Brian Holliday, and let's go home and win 1 more and get in.
So you're preparing for this game today, but tomorrow in the Manager Show, we're switching roles. Are you preparing for tomorrow's interview?
I'll probably prepare for tomorrow's game more than the interview with you. And, we'll handle it, and we'll get it filmed, and I'm sure that it'll be something that people will never forget.
Well, we have that on store tomorrow. Tom, thanks for the time.
All right, bud.